Hey, I hope you're having a great week so far. The time has finally come for me to review the Nudge Band. I've been talking about it over on social media. I know a few people have got in touch with me asking when I was going to post the review, and I'm really excited to kind of share my own findings after using it for 30 days. So please check out this video where I'll be going into a little bit more about the Nudge Band. I'll go into the pros and the cons of what I thought, and at the end I will be sharing a discount code. If you feel like it's something you want to try out, then why not get a bit of cheeky discount on it? Do you know what I mean? Why pay full price if you don't have to? If you haven't already, please like this video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on my dermatillomania content. So the Nudge Band, this has been created by a team of people with software engineering experience and medical professional experience. This team has obviously come together seeing that there was a gap in the market for products like this that could help people like yourself and myself into understanding and managing our compulsive behaviors day to day. And so they've expertly created this product so that we can wear it all day if we want to, all night if we want to, whenever it suits us, to be reminded of hand movements that can be from skin picking, hair pulling, nail biting, so that we're just a bit more aware. And it's great when we're, if we end up having a long, say, skin picking session, it's good to have something like this that kind of pulls us back out of that moment so that we can just gather our immediate thoughts, be brought back into the present and think, do I want to continue doing this? Like, do I want to, get up and get out and just stop this right now? I feel like the Nudge Band is great for that. First of all, it's very easy to use. I've got it on right now, and it's actually right next to my Fitbit. It looks like a Fitbit. When I'm just using it on its own, let me just take my that one off. Nobody would know that it's anything for this. They would immediately think that was probably, a sport kind of tracking device like that. It's very minimalist in its design, which I love. I love the fact, this one in particular is black, so I can wear it with anything, but I was also given a changeable one, and to change it is so easy to do.
So you just get the two bands that you want. They're both very flexible and stretchy with the rubber material. You pop out the device from the one, making sure that it's facing the right way, and you click it into the new one you're wanting to put it in, and then adjust to suit your size.
There's a lot of different colours, so if you go onto the website you'll see a range of colours, and they're very inexpensive as well. So if you decided you wanted to buy the device but you also wanted to buy a different colour strap, the coloured straps are really inexpensive, and it's great if you're wanting to wear this daily and you want to change it up to go with your outfit. Great thing is that it's so easy to charge. Battery life, they recommend probably about 2 to 3 days, so after that you probably want to charge it, and based on the activity of the band, when you're lying down it may not be as responsive, so it might be worth charging it at night time rather than day, so that you can optimize usage during the day, and then at night time you can just have it on charge next to you. And to put it on charge, it's super easy.
So once again, you just pull out the device from behind, very easy to do. Here is a little closer look of how it looks with some of the lights there as well. You take the cable that Nudge give you and you click it into place from the bottom, and then you can attach it to a plug. I use my iPhone charger plug, or I attach it to my laptop, and good to go.
This is so handy too. Like, I deliberately keep this by my laptop, so when I'm doing some work and it's a bit low, the battery life is low, I'll just connect it into the laptop, and before I know it, it's charged up again, which is great. Another great thing is that it's very giftable. The packaging, I absolutely love the packaging. When it arrived, it was so simplistic. The customer experience has been very much considered. So when you buy the product and you have it arrive, it's very minimal. It doesn't come with a load of faffy leaflets outside of the box. It's just this lovely box with Nudge, and instantly I thought this could make a great gift for someone else.
So you get the box, it's really cute. At the top you just kind of slide it up and it opens out like that. This would be where the bracelet would be, as well as the device to the right. So you take that out and you can see these signs saying pull here. So you pull that out easily and then it shows you the leaflet and the QR code. So if you want to just see the leaflet information on your phone, you can take a picture of the QR code, or you can pull out the quick guide here, and that just goes into detail about like what certain lights or vibrations mean, how to charge it, what they recommend in terms of like how you wear it and what hand and stuff. It's really easy to understand and get going. And then when you look in there, it says what's in here. So you pull this out and that's where the charger is. So it's really compact. I loved how it is packaged. It's very easy to understand and it's quite quirky. I enjoyed unpacking it.
It has this lovely bit of wording, say hello to healthy habits. I love the way that it's been packaged, that design, the design of the band itself and the design of the packaging. I just think it's so current, it's so progressive, and from a customer perspective, I think it really impressed me. It was, it's so professional, and I definitely think if you were looking to gift something, like if you were looking to get something for someone you knew that was struggling with skin picking or hair pulling or nail biting, this is a really giftable option. I think it's kind of something that can help you and be, this little reminder, this little helping hand, but it's not invasive, it's not insulting, it's not offensive. It's just like, it's nice, it's positive, it's kind of encouraging. So I really like the way that it's put together. I think it's very giftable. And saying that as well, for a gift, it has a great price point. I mean, yes, this is, AI technology, a band that you're wanting to wear long term, like probably daily use, for a long time, and so it's not going to be cheap. But saying that, it's only about £50, just under £50, which works out just under $70. So that's not a terrible price. And I think if it was a gift to yourself, a gift to a loved one, that isn't a terrible price. I think, a little bit of saving if things are a bit tight, and I definitely understand that recently. It may not be something that you can fork out for straight away, but £50 or $70 is a lot better than hundreds or $1,000, you know what I mean? So it's doable, I feel. And that's not intimidating. The price point is definitely not intimidating, which is very encouraging, because a lot of us be out of work right now, or you may be like a student, whatever the case is, the money may not be there. So having a lower price point is really effective and very encouraging. They also deliver all around the world. So it's a UK based brand, which is great for me because I'm based in the UK, so it only takes 1 to 3 days for it to be delivered. It was delivered so quick. But if you're not based in the UK, they deliver to 16 different countries. So do go onto their website to check and see if your country has made the list. If not, do get in touch with them, see if it's something that can help, or they might be working on something. So if you're not based in the UK, they say it ranges between 5 to 7 days for it to be shipped to you. So that's really not terrible either. If you do make that purchase, then around about a week later you will get it. So that's not terrible, but obviously if you are based in the UK, it's a lot quicker than that. The product itself really made me realize just how much I was moving my hands. So the way that the movements are detected is mainly when you're moving your hands up. So when I'm grazing around my neck or my face or my scalp, it will pick up those behaviors when I'm skin picking in those areas. And especially if I'm like doing some work or just doing something, you're meant to wear it on your non-dominant hand. And that's because for a lot of us, we use our non-dominant hand more for our compulsive behaviors. So if I'm saying, at my desk, I'm doing some work, it's very often that I'll just start doing this, start grazing around. And so that's why it's important to wear it on your non-dominant hand. Not only did it help me see how often I was moving my hands, how often I was touching my face or around my face, neck, shoulders, scalp. It also made me think twice about skin picking, because when you don't have something that's prompting you and like, you know, vibrating and reminding you what you're doing, it's so easy to just do it more often. So when I was getting those vibrations that come through, it made me realize just how often I was skin picking, how much I was touching my face and other areas of the kind of upper body here. Kind of step away from the skin picking sooner in the episode than if I didn't have it on. I do feel like if I was wearing it, I would skin pick less than if I wasn't wearing it. And I did notice that within the 30 days, there were a couple times where I'd go to charge it and then I'd forget about it. And also, don't forget that we can self-sabotage a hell of a lot when we're suffering with things such as dermatillomania or trichotillomania. It's easy for us to deliberately not wear something like this if we know that what we want to do is skin pick or hair pull. And having something that's reminding you not to do something that you deep down want to do, you may self-sabotage to not wear it because you might not want to be reminded, and you may not want to stop doing something that's helping you self-soothe from a moment. So it definitely did make me think about my own behaviors. And when I wasn't wearing it, I did have to kind of ask myself, I had to hold myself accountable and be like, why aren't I wearing it? Is it because I want a skin pick? You know, like, I had to kind of take some accountability for my actions or lack of actions, and making sure I was wearing it and you know, taking it very seriously. On to some things that I think are a little bit better for me. I would like to see a bit longer battery life. I do find like 2 to 3 days a good amount of time if you're wearing it consistently, but I do feel like for someone like me, it's very tempting, because, you know, if you're feeling very stressed, and this has been a very stressful time for me the past month. There's been a lot of like job searching and a lot of uncertainty within my personal life. So it's been, you know, a very particularly tough month in terms of what's going on to review this product. And it was very easy for me to deliberately not wear something that was going to hold me accountable to not skin pick. So I know that if I don't make it as easy as possible for myself to wear it, then there may be some times of self-sabotage where I'm not going to wear it for a couple of days. And I think if you have to take it off to charge it a lot, then it's very easy to, you know, subconsciously, deliberately forget to put it back on. So I think if it has a longer life, a longer battery life, then that can kind of help that a lot and reduce those moments where I forget to wear it and I skin pick for longer. I would like to see the nudge band pick up on slower grazing movements. With dermatillomania, a lot of people, such as myself, it's not just one area that I'm skin picking, but I do know I don't pay as much focus on my face. Yes, I skin pick my face every day, but it's not as much because I know it's harder for me to hide. Whereas if you look at these kind of areas of my skin, I will skin pick them a lot more often and for a longer period of time, especially if I can hide them. So areas, you know, shoulder, back, chest, arms, thighs, I think it would be great if the nudge band could pick up on these movements where it's not just so much up here and hands going up like this, but also kind of going along and going down. And I noticed that my hands kind of move in these kind of motions where it looks for things and kind of looks for bumps or whatever to kind of focus on. So I think if the technology within the band could pick up on those movements, I think that would be really useful for me. And it's not all about up here. Yes, I do skin pick on the scalp or neck or shoulders, and so they do get picked up, but you know, a lot of the time my hands are also moving along, you know, the lower back or the thighs or the chest, where my hand isn't necessarily up in this kind of position. So I think if there is a way that the nudge band can pick up on these kind of movements too, I think that would be really helpful for me. Another thing is, because it's looking for those particular movements for it to vibrate, I could be, you know, opening a shelf and it goes off, or brushing my teeth and it goes off, or putting makeup on. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, when I'm skin picking, it's just looking for movements like that, where the hands are going up and towards these kind of positions like this. So there would be some times throughout the 30 days where I'm doing things, you know, just normal, you know, putting stuff away in the kitchen and it goes off, and it can be a little bit of a nuisance, you know, when it's always kind of vibrating at you and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not actually skin picking in this moment. The vibrations are at a good level where you notice them, but not a lot of people like around you notice them. They're not like booming, really invasive, annoying, but they're just like a nice comfortable level where you do pick up on them and you do notice them. Now, I do have to say, the nudge band didn't necessarily stop me from skin picking. The past month has been a very tricky one for me, just because I've been out of work. So there's been, you know, a lot of like application processes, interview processes, doing tasks, a lot of juggling, a lot of what ifs, of course, which comes with unemployment. And so it was a very tricky time for me to review a product like this, because I knew it wasn't necessarily what I tend to go through normally. So I knew that my skin picking episodes would be probably a lot more frequent. My hands would be moving it a lot because I'd be feeling a higher level of stress day to day. So I knew that it wasn't going to be a case of it like stopping my skin picking altogether, but it was going to be a great way for me to just take notice of my habits a bit more. And that's definitely what the nudge band did. I do feel like after using it for 30 days, it is something that I can continue using. It definitely fits nicely with clothes that I wear. I don't feel like people stop and ask like, what on earth is that? Like, it's, you know, not intrusive. It's got a lovely minimalist design. It's easy to navigate. It's easy to understand how to use, easy to charge. The price point is great. Definitely would gift it to a friend if they were dealing with the similar kind of behaviors and needed a management device like this. I do feel like, you know, you've got to be realistic as well. This band isn't going to stop you from skin picking or hair pulling or nail biting, whatever it is. It's not going to stop you, but it's going to hold you more accountable. And I think by seeing it as, you know, a management tool rather than a product to cure what you're going through, then it's just a bit more realistic. You'll be able to use this, and you know, you won't feel so disheartened when you do skin pick or you hair pull. What it will do is it'll just be like a little friendly reminder on your wrist every time you do it, so that hopefully you don't do it for as long of periods. More that it picks up on these movements and it notifies you of what you're doing, then you'll find that you may do it a lot less. So it is really helpful. I'm definitely going to continue using it. I definitely think, you know, if it's something that you're interested in and you're really thinking about, like, should I give it a go, then have a look on their website. They have got some frequently asked questions, so you can email them if you do have any specific questions. It's also got some testimonials there. And, you know, don't forget, this was created by a team of people who understand the problems that we're going through, and they saw that there was a need to create a product that people like us can use day to day and to help us manage these behaviors that we have. So do check it out. They have really kindly, the team over at Nudge have very kindly given me a 10% off discount code. So if you do want to use it, if you want to give it a go, it's not a massive amount of money to pay, and you may feel like it helps you a hell of a lot long term. So go check it out. The 10% off discount code is KIM10, KIM10. in capitals and use that at checkout over on the Nudge website, and then you'll get 10% off, which is really kind of them. And honestly, I do get, you know, asked to review products and like especially skincare things that can help scarring or anything dermatillomania related, and I do want to do a lot more of them, but just bear in mind that I'm only going to push a product or service or something that I really feel will be beneficial. I'm not that kind of person to put content out and be like, go get this, if I honestly don't think it's worth getting, and if I didn't feel like it helped me, and I definitely feel like the Nudge Band has helped. So go check it out. Once again, if you want the 10% discount, go over to Nudge website. I've got the link down in the description there, along with the discount code for you, and you can get 10% off. And lastly, I just wanted to say, a lot of people have been getting in touch and saying, you know, how to best manage the dermatillomania right now because they're just feeling so stressed. And let me just say that I am completely on board. It has been really hard. This past month for me has been really stressful, and I'm so happy that I've been able to get back up and on it, and I've got, you know, a new chapter to start very soon, and I'm really excited about that. But I think even though it's so easy to just feel very deflated and low, frustrated, just try and do what you can every day, one little thing every day that's going to help you feel a bit better, and just remind yourself that you are doing the best you can in this situation. It is a very hard time, and let's not forget that summer is coming soon, and so that brings its own pressure for those like us with dermatillomania, you know, people wearing shorts and dresses and t-shirts, and they've got, you know, their skin out, and it is a stressful time for a lot of us, and then everything else on top. So just take it easy, do what you can, and don't be hating on yourself so much if you're having a lot of not great days. Just remember that you're not alone, and support is always here if you just want to reach out and chat about it. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please click that like button, and if you have any comments, any questions on the Nudge Band, do drop them in the comment section below, and I will try and answer as much as I can. Once again, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Once again, a huge thank you to the Nudge team for sending, and if you do want to try it out, use Kim10 at checkout.